Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, February 5th. Well, we had a lot of fundamental information coming out as we talked about in the advanced video. One of the main things though is we had January non-farm payrolls at 353,000, much higher than expectation. What does that mean? It means that job creation is robust. It decreases the concerns about a recession, and it also decreases the expectation of interest rate cuts. So how did the market absorb that? And we also had some mega cap earnings come out in a positive fashion. So we're seeing the S&P working its way to new highs. Is it sustainable at these levels? This will be significant. Monday's action should give us some clues about who's in control here. So I find that interesting. If you haven't looked at these videos before, a red line means a sell level, green line means a buy level, a dashed line means that that's something that happened earlier this past week. So the difference from that buy level to the sell level, just to give you a feel for that, if you're not familiar with the E-minis, this is $5,100 a contract. And again, these are not buy and sell recommendations, just ideas that I'd like to share with you. So let's move on. Let's see what happened in the NASDAQ market. Here we see a market that also gave us that rally, but not in the same way as we saw in the S&P, which was stronger. Difference between the sell and buy level on that market, $1,320 a contract. Follow through, it's going to be a tough one here. And again, Monday can give us some clues for the rest of the week. Over in the Russell, here's a market that, the difference between the sell and buy level there was, just want to make sure, $650 a contract. This implies a sideways move. We're not seeing that same level of participation that we saw in the S&P. The euro breaks to the downside. The dollar stronger is what it's showing us. I do look for follow through, but this is a logical level that buyers could come back in. The difference between that sell and buy level in that market's $512.50. In the Swissy, we see a market also getting weaker. The difference between the buy and sell level here, $162.50. And look at the same situation in our friend Mr. Yen. It also breaks to the downside at critical levels, though, on the downside. The Aussie dollar right back at those lows we saw on Thursday. Very interesting move, but look for a possibility of a sideways move in that market. Same thing holds true for our friend the British pound. It's at critical levels on the downside. Be careful there. Canadian dollar buy to sell level in that market was $500 a contract. And what do we look for there? Again, further movement to the downside, but be careful. The difference here in Bitcoin between the buy and sell level is $10,150 a contract. The bias here is for a move to the upside, but buyers just aren't here to support it. Over in the 10-year notes on Friday, it traded below its sell level. The dollar value there, $1,031.25. As long as those yields continue up, look for continued weakness. Same thing here in the bond market. The difference between this buy and sell level in that market is $2,625 a contract. Now at dangramza.com, you can go back and look at how these lines changed and what was happening back here. You can go back, in fact, 10 years to look at what was I saying at these different points in time. All those are recorded and you can access that if you like. Well, gold struggling. I don't look for a big move up or down. That's a very neutral stance. Silver, on the other hand, is more volatile to the downside. I don't look for a big move down. Copper, the difference between the buy and sell level in that market was $1,750 a contract. I do look for further weakness. We just don't have fundamental support in that market. In crude oil, the sell to buy level in that market, $700 a contract. Further movement lower, I think we could see that not only there, but also in nat gas. We have a lot of natural gas out there. And in this market, I don't expect a dramatic move down or up, so it's relatively neutral. The difference up here between that buy and sell level, just to provide that as a reference, $1,300 a contract. Now, let's take a look at soybeans. Bottom line, we have a lot of soybeans globally. That's what this reflects. If you look at Argentina and Brazil and Paraguay, Uruguay, the global supply is looking pretty good right now. And we have a stronger dollar. That puts some downward pressure on that market. The dollar difference there between that sell to buy level is $1,200 a contract. We see that also in corn. Again, global supply looks good. I look for a sideways move here to possibly lower. Difference between that sell and buy level in that market is $300 a contract. And in the wheat market, a lot of potential here globally for wheat in terms of supply. And so a sideways move here is the expectation. The difference between the buy and sell level there is $400 a contract. Those are my thoughts for today, and look forward to being with you again on Monday. In the meantime, have a terrific weekend and take care.